What's happening, y'all? How y'all doing today? Hey, Atkins Fabrication and some. Yeah, Pete, I'm your host. Always your host. The host with the most, baby. So now, welcome to another episode of Make 'em or Break 'em, baby. That's how we do it around here. We make it or we break it. I think we're on a nice street of making them. Let's just say that, right? And I call it Make 'em. bit more Earl on here. Not bad. Not bad at all, huh? All right. go. There's our round piece. I gotta do a little more shaping on it. But that ain't nothing serious. A little bit of shaping to go. That was pretty good. Alright, here you go, y'all. We're gonna get this flat right quick. Get our contact made. We wanted to make contact all the way across. See that? Just like that. Let's see. That's it. All the way across. That's what we want. See that? Even. Even. So now when we let that down, right, that plate down on it, it'll sit flat up against it. And won't let no air in there. And that's what we want. We want it as flat as we could possibly make it. Okay? That's the objective. Hands down, through and through. That is our overall objective. Okay? Alright. Anything else I want to do to this particularly? I don't think so.
And the evidence is clear that filming restrictions have nothing to do with COVID. I've already beat a dead horse on that issue, but the sign-in policy is similarly disingenuous on the issue of COVID.
Yeah, we're good on that. The other side I ain't worried about. We just wanted that side flat because that's going to come up against there. Alright, y'all. That'll be it. I'm making it to where I'll show you. Okay, so what I got is I got, this is the top of the burner. Okay, this is where the piece will be, this is where the gas will come out. And the top part here will be where the air comes in. It'll be the airlet. Okay, so what I got is, where did I set it at? Good question. I had it because I was checking it to see. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I got this here. If you don't recognize what this is a piece to a ceiling fan. Awesome, right? Yeah. So what I got is I got this piece of thread through. It's threaded on the outside and it's a hole on the inside. See through there? Yeah, see that? Hole on the inside. So what it'll be is this is gonna, well, this top part is gonna accept this. Okay? And it'll be able to open enough to where it'll accept enough air that the torch will work properly instead of flooding out from too much air inlet. Okay, with the first time I made the torch, I made it with too much air. It was a nice torch, too much air. So I learned from my mistake. Now we're remaking it without as many mistakes. So hopefully. So what I did was I took, and this is going to go on the inside of this. Okay, and that's going to be for this here, but also we're going to thread this here, and we're going to have a brass inlet that we're going to drill out and retap in order to fit it's a nozzle, the end of the nozzle that goes onto a MIG wire, 0.25, and that's going to go in here. And on this outside, there's going to be, this is just going to be up here like this. I mean, literally almost out of it, right? Like literally almost out of it. And I'm hoping I don't have to go buy another piece to make it longer, okay? So this is big enough actually for plumbing that I can pipe onto this, all right? So that's the plan, to be able to pipe onto the end of this. This has to be long enough, and this is at the very top, flush with this. So it's looking to me like I might have about a half of an eighth of an inch, so a 32nd, really, literally, be able to unscrew it enough to be able to get just enough air into it to make it blow properly. Okay, so I'm hoping that this works and that I don't have to get something thinner or get a longer piece of pipe. That's what I'm hoping. So what I'm going to do with this is we're going to drill a hole in the center, boom, right? Just to accept something stupid, something threaded. It's stupid. That ain't worth nothing, right? That can be just destroyed. That'll be big enough to where we can put it in the lathe and turn the outside of it round. Just round. That's it. And then I'm going to face it. Zoom. And I'm going to face it. Zoom. I'm going to take this down just a little. Okay? That way. And remember, it's still going to have to get opened up more to accept this screw. So I'm going to take it down that far to where when you drill it out, it's completely clear. Okay, so that's the plan. We're sticking to it. And I'm thinking I'm going to drill it out on the lathe. Once I turn the roundness of it, I'm just going to grab it in the lathe. And once I grab it in the lathe, I'll face it there. Both sides of it. It ain't much to grab, but it's big enough to grab that I can face it once. That's the object. So, yeah. Yeah. And the way I'll do it is when I got it, I'll face it a little and face it a little. That way when I grab it, I can face it the rest of the way and don't have to worry about touching the chuck jaws. But I think I could grab it on the outside of that enough. I ain't really got to worry about grabbing the chuck jaw. I think I could turn the chuck jaws around. Won't. Put it right in there. Done. You know what I mean? We'll see. We'll see. I really don't want to use the 3-jaw chuck for it. Well, no. Actually, I can use the 3-jaw chuck the way it is right now, set up with the chuck jaws the other way. It actually lines up properly. It's the other chuck jaws that don't line up properly. So I'll get right back with you, alright? Let me tell you something. As I sit here and I got YouTube on and I'm watching 1776 when July 4th when we got our independence. What happened to our country, man? What happened? What they fought for? It brings tears to my eyes. What happened? What they fought for? Where'd it go?
Its realization is inspiring.
It's because of them that I can sit here and do machining on YouTube today. And we're destroying what they built.
A crime punishable by death.
How dare we?
All of our founding fathers, they think they're going to hang. We either hang together or
how dare we?
That was literal. They are outlaws.
You hear them?
They fall into the hands of
they were going to be hanged.
Swing from a tree.
They were considered outlaws by the king.
That is on the minds of the signers and for everyone across the colonies.
But they fought for independence with their lives. They gave their lives for us. And we're destroying it.
July 1776. Across the colonies, the reaction to the Declaration of Independence is deafening. For it or against it, it's clear that there is no turning back. It is a war that will make or unmake America.
The Declaration of Independence does change what the war is about. Up until that moment,
Joe Biden is destroying every bit of it.
forcing the British into
Every bit of it. Every bit of what they fought for, man, he's destroying.
membership in the empire.
And those of you that want to vote for him are dead wrong. Republican or Democrat, whatever you are, you know wrong is wrong, and that man is wrong, regardless of what he is. He is
It
wrong.
is a symbolic deed, but a useful one too.
He is wrong all around the board. He is a hypocrite. He don't want to put his son in jail for being a crackhead, but he wanted to put black men in prison for being crack dealers. Think about that. He has destroyed our country. And whoever's behind him, Obama, whoever is the president right now for real, has destroyed this country. And only your vote can fix it. Only your vote can fix it and set it right. Don't vote Republican. Don't vote Democrat. Vote American. Remember who you are. Remember who your parents and your grandparents were. And if you just come to this country, remember what you came here for and what you wanted. Freedom. Before it goes into the streets, before any of that, it goes into the voter box. And only you as voters can fix it or destroy it. We are on our way to World War III. Is that what you want? Is that what you want for our children and our children's children? If they have them.
Force the Americans to a conference table. It wasn't about inflicting crushing military defeat.
I don't care about race. I don't care about colors. I don't care about Republicans. I don't care about Democrats. Listen, I'm talking to all of you, my people, my American people. We have to fix this. And the time is now. The time is now. I cry out to all of you. We have to fix this. Everybody who sees this video, we have to fix this. Stay tuned for the rest of the video. I just wanted to say that because I was inspired. I love each and every one of you. Atkins Fabrication and then some, man. This is an American dream that we get to do this.
They are equals after all. How commands an army? Washington commands an army.
Only an American can they tell me because I'm a felon that I can't work in a machine shop and I go make my own and put it on YouTube and create it from there. This is the beginning of what's to come. Eventually, I'll have my own warehouse with multiple machines. I'm just learning how to get this. I don't know the ins and outs of the business. I got to learn the ins and outs of the business. But I can definitely take small, easy jobs. And only in America can this happen. Don't forget our gifts that come with these freedoms.
August 12, 1776.
You're not going to get none of this in no other country. Remember that. Something to think about.
Instead, the Continental soldiers will have Continentals.
All right, here we go, y'all.
Century looks at those linear battle formations of the 18th century as they seem to be struck by the stupidity of these things, but that really these tactics and these formations are predicated upon the state of technology at the time.
Sloppiness, you see that? It's okay, we'll make it right. We'll make it right. Alright, so what I did was I went from the outside where a line is and brought it into the line that goes around, okay? Because this line is accurate. That line was a little off. So I started here and I brought myself down to that line. That's how I know I'm square onto that line. You know what I mean? So now we'll drill it out. Don't need to be fast, it's just cast iron. That's all. Bring it up.
In which men panic and everybody leaves basically for themselves.
Locked
It is without a doubt
on now.
the most
Column. There we go.
disheartening
Lock the
service
column.
this orders could have possibly felt.
I brush it off now.
The rebel army, in a state of panic,
Right.
flees.
Take this over there.
The young Lieutenant Joseph Hodgkins. He
Ooh,
watches his
now.
soldiers break. A sight he will never forget.
Loving one. In the woods and in the night, the enemy marched out 2 different ways. We were obliged to go through fire and blood. It seems a day has come that in all probability depends the salvation of this country. Joseph Hodgkins.
The army straggles back, minus the 300 men.
Brush it off.
Captured.
Now we just gotta tap both sides of it.
Watches in shock.
Put the screw, we'll be able to put the thing down inside of it, put the screws to it. We're gonna cut the screws off of it flush. Be done
He
with it.
failed. And
See
the
you in a
danger
minute.
is far. His errors
Okay, here we go.
becoming widely known.
So I got it tapped on both sides, right? I got it inside there, and now this screw
Are now
will
compelled
come up, right?
A sense of doom gathers across America.
And what I needed to do is
Devastated by this abuse. This public relations disaster.
come up here, come up here, come here.
They're back to maybe we should
Ah.
shouldn't try revolution.
It is the opportunity the British have been waiting for. Into this vacuum of power and the flagging spirit for rebellion, they issue a proclamation.
And
They
there we
offer
go.
leniency to
That's
those
it.
who pledge allegiance to the king. Those who will not
That's it.
shall
It
be
can't go no
considered
further.
traitors.
So this
Every American
will,
Do I support the patriots?
Yeah,
Support the
see
loyalists? Is there
and
any
I'm gonna face it down some more. You can't see it. I'm sorry, but it sticks out above that, above that, about that far. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and
or not? They're often making this choice
I might
according to what's
face this down also a little
The
bit.
soul
You know what I
of the
mean?
revolution is now
And
in your hands.
that way
Who will come
it
out ahead?
fits on there perfect. Poop. You know what I'm
General
saying?
Charles Lee.
Yeah. And be able to
George Washington,
open it a little bit just to let air go through.
the British Army.
Close it back up when we don't need air to go through to stop the
What
torque.
each does next will determine the outcome.
Yeah.
America's revolution.
So anyway, that's where we're at right now. Atkins Fabrication and some. Yeah, I got my piece of pipe over there that screws into this, and then I got a shut off, on and off valve to go on there too.
British are
And the
aiding
shut on and off valve will go onto
if
this,
they find a populace unwilling
right?
to
It'll
support
screw down to that. That way,
with their massive army,
as far up as I can screw is to there. And then this,
out of need,
I'll have a brass cap that goes inside of that, that'll actually bud to the bottom of that, right? And it will drill through that the size that we need, tap it, and then insert that into it. That way that comes down. I kind of learned a little bit. Yeah, I'm learning some of this stuff, man. This is very interesting stuff, believe it or not. If you guys haven't got into machining yet, I highly suggest it. It's highly gratifying to be able to do stuff like this. I mean, you're really creating things. Picture this. Everyday things that a car with a lathe and a mill, if you had the metal to process everything, the metal to process everything, you can build a car having those two things, because you can make everything mechanical. Everything, as long as you can make your own castings, mind you. There's other tools to the trade, but everything mechanical, You can make it all. Gears, everything. With a mill and a lathe, you can do it.
Against the British.
You just gotta have the know-how. And the books.
Quickly takes full advantage.
Books.
They strip
See
them of
them?
their cash and clothes, poor creatures.
Machinery
Many of them
handbook.
died. The devils.
This one's
It was a
drilling,
huge propaganda
planning,
coup for
milling,
colonists who were
grinding.
able to
Then it's
isolate a few
bench,
incidents
I'm
of
sorry,
Russian
lathe,
brutality
bench, and
atrocities
forge.
and project
That's what I'm
that
trying to get
as
together now. I made my own forge. I got a forge over there. I've showed it before on here. You guys know already. Yeah, I got a forge over there. I'm trying to get that together now. I want to get that fired up. Gotta get it warm in here. Not really. It's over by the door. But, you know, it just having that capability of being able... I mean, look, if I'm... Right now, I'm broke, bro. I'm down here. I'm getting ready to sell that hacksaw machine, put that on Facebook. You know, things happen. I mean, I just had to count my change out for me to be able to get down here today. I got to make something positive happen today. Something's got to shake. You know what I mean? So,
Washington can sense
excuse me.
chaos. Both sides.
Want to get first dibs on Walmart Cyber Monday deals? Join Walmart Plus now.
Sorry, just making sure ain't nobody stealing my bike.
It all happens Sunday at 4 Eastern.
But, yeah, you know, you just got to make it happen regardless. So, yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm getting ready.
Seem to have given up on the cause of the revolution.
I didn't want to get rid of that piece. I wanted to keep it as an antique piece. It's a beautiful piece, but we'll see if I can't get rid of it today. Anyway, Ackett's Fabrication, then some, one step closer on the, what you call, and I'm going to try to get in this video also, the back piece that goes on here. I'm going to work on that and try to get that going. I love y'all, man. Do me a favor, make sure you hit that subscribe, like, and share button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, if anything. If you like the video, share it to other people. You know, hey, I appreciate everything, man. And if you guys want to support the channel even further, you can go over to the Patreon and become a watcher, a member of the Patreon. You guys have a title. Some of you are the watchers. Some, well, there ain't nobody on there, so. But whatever tier you choose, you know what I mean? It helps out the channel and it supports the content that we make, and I really appreciate that, because I mean, you know, be honest with you, this is time I could have at a second job, and I try, but I ain't had no bites on the second job yet. So I just keep making videos, hoping that I can hit 1,000 subscribers and make this work, you know. So I appreciate everything, but most of all, I appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. Thank you very much. And like I said, I'll get this at the end of this video. Y'all have a great one. I'm out of here, man.